Hey, howdy, and a big welcome back to Clem Hawks, folks. This is World Juniors coverage. Oh, heck yeah, how good does that feel to say? Won't be able to stick around all day, but my goodness, we're going to get into this first period and have ourselves a little bit of fun either way, as I just got to go correct this graphic somehow, some way. Looks like things got a little messed up at times, so let me see if we can't go 20 there to correct that, and on the right let's go 20 as well and correct that all up right there for us. There we go, graphic corrected. Folks, welcome into the live stream. We'll be covering hopefully just the first period here of action between Latvia and Finland this evening. It'll be a great time to have some hockey action on in Edmonton, the World Juniors, for the first time in the summer that I can remember myself. So this will be great, dandy, and an awesome time. Like I said, sit back and enjoy some World Juniors hockey. So right now we're going to get into the comfy stage. Everybody get comfortable. Everybody sit down, relax, enjoy, and we will get things rolling here in a matter of moments. Top of the clock, 4 o'clock Mountain Time. Here live from the hotel in Edmonton, we'll have coverage of this game. I promise you that much. It is, of course, a slate of games on today. 3 of them, in fact. Yeah, it was Czech Republic, or sorry, Czechia. I didn't butcher that in December, but I've butchered that several times in the past week now against Slovakia. Today's matchup that we're covering live here on YouTube is Latvia versus Finland, and then the nightcap is, of course, Germany versus the United States of America. What is going to be a good matchup. Hopefully we can get a live stream in there. I've heard rumors there's some work stuff to be tended to at 8 o'clock here in the city, so we'll see what ends up happening with that. However, if I can bring you the call, I would love to bring you the call, that is for sure. But we are currently 9 minutes away from things going live from Rogers Place in the Heart of Ice District in downtown Edmonton. I know it's a handle, but they chose that handle for a reason, because they are very dang proud of the building they've built and the district they are building around it in downtown Edmonton, and it is one gorgeous situation, that is for sure. Wico, if I could show you the game, I would. What you see now is what you're going to see during the game, but I promise you, folks, as you're tuning in, as you're getting in for the early description of the game, I am a trained broadcaster. I may be some guy broadcasting to you live from a hotel room in Edmonton on a channel with 3,500 subscribers, but I promise you I have been to broadcasting school. I promise you I once upon a time called hockey. I promise you I have interviewed players at international tournaments before, and I promise you I'll do my absolute best to bring you coverage of this matchup between Latvia and Finland. That is a great way to cover things off to begin this pre-game action. Thank you for the question, Wico. Very much so appreciate it, because it is a question most folks are coming in asking right off the top, right? Are you going to be showing the game? You are not going to see any self-respecting channel showing the game. I can promise you that. Any channel that has ads on their channel will not be showing the game. Clemhawks does indeed have ads on the channel, so I can promise you we will not be showing the game, simply because copyright is the thing, and if you want to get somewhere in the media business, you got to be self-respecting and respective of others, and that is quite simply what I do. I'm a very good broadcaster. I know I'm a very good live streamer, and quite honestly, I do not need the game to carry the show for you. Simply put, I know what I'm worth. If that's not okay with you and you want to go find a bootleg stream, you are more than welcome to. I would prefer you actually do that. In fact, I feel sorry for everyone that ends up having to watch me for these kinds of games, because simply put, you're missing out on the action. I get to watch the game. I've got access to watch the game here on my laptop. I'm not hijacking the stream. In fact, all I'm doing is sharing a TSN account with one of my buddies that's about 20 kilometers down the road from me here in the city of Edmonton. So that's the nice part here is, right, as I've got access to the game and you don't. And I feel dang guilty that that's the case, and that by the rules of YouTube I can't show you the games, so therefore I've got an unfair advantage, and I've got a very crappy job in bringing you live coverage, because simply put, I know the whole time you're listening to me it's just shut up, I wish I could watch this, shut up, I wish I could watch this, and you still can't by the end of it. So folks, if you'll have me, I'd be grateful to try and bring you as much excitement to this game as possible because, folks, I know, right, we're not talking about Canada and the United States in this matchup. We're talking about Latvia versus Finland, where more than likely the folks coming into the stream asking the same tired question, are you able to show the game, are not able to watch the game because they do not have access to whatever streaming event you need to be able to watch Finland and Latvia somewhere in Europe this evening. So, folks, I'm very well aware of that, and I just wanted to cover that off in the pregame. But it's 3:54. We're 6 minutes away. I'll take any questions you guys might have about tonight's game, live stream, whatever you want to ask. Ask away because I would love to bring you as much coverage of this one and as much intrigue into it as I possibly can for you. So keep in mind, I'd be grateful to do that for you as well. Will I see Sweden versus Switzerland? Unfortunately, I will not. I will. Well, if the question is if I will see them live, I will not see them live. And secondarily, too, I don't think I'll even be able to catch the game tomorrow because it will be at noon my local time, and I am in a course. I'm in training this week, hence the hotel room. Holed up in a hotel room in Edmonton during a training seminar up here for work, so I will not even be able to catch the game tomorrow. So that's unfortunate too. Normally on Dolany TV, which is where you may have seen me from before during previous World Juniors, is I go pretty hard on the World Juniors coverage, try to cover 2 games a day and really make something of it for myself. But unfortunately, with this training that I've got going on here this week, it's work is priority, and that's fine. We'll find time to make things happen here during the World Juniors, and I'm not going to worry too much about it because, folks, anything I can contribute to Clem Hawks, I'm glad to do it, and anything I can contribute to Clem Hawks helps my man Clem out as much as possible, right? Struggling just out of college, trying to find a way in life. You know what? As much as I could help somebody that went through the same thing as me, why not do it? Exactly my philosophy there. So 3:56, we are rolling and almost ready for things to get underway here in Edmonton. Of course, to be honest with you, I haven't heard a lot of World Juniors buzz around the city of Edmonton. If I'm being 100% honest with you, not too many people have asked questions of me about it or talked to me about it. I mean, my entire training course seems to be pretty passive on the idea of going to a World Juniors hockey game, and I'm not claiming they're not hockey fans. It just seems it's a very unintriguing event this go around, right? This isn't the natural time for it. This isn't a top priority event at this time of the year, and it's not exactly something I think a lot of people are wanting to go to just because of one reason or another. That's the part here, and I feel really bad for the city of Edmonton and the host committee that is putting this tournament on, simply because had it gone through, had it completed, had it not run into the issues it did in late 2021, we would be talking more than likely about one of, if not the most successful World Juniors in Canada over the past 20 years. And instead you're talking about one that failed, now a very big chance of failure here at Edmonton yet again, just simply based on ticket sales, based on everything involved, because there is just not the audience or the market for it. The appetite for it is a big part in the middle of summer when, I mean, it's 30 degrees out. Yeah, I mean, if it's 30 degrees, you could advertise, hey, we got AC in the building, come on in. Sure, that works, but right now it's not even that kind of hot in Edmonton, so that's kind of a tough part. But folks, just a reminder now, we're 2 minutes away from things going live over to the TSN crew broadcasting from Rogers Place, so keep that in mind as we're getting things going. But yeah, it's one of those things right now where it's really tough to get excited about the World Juniors because it come and went unceremoniously, and now it's come back again, and nobody really gives a dang. I'm going to go grab a quick refreshment, cup of water. I'll be right back, and we'll get this thing going for serious at 4 o'clock. Alright, let's rock this, let's roll this, folks. Welcome in. I just see a couple bit more people trickling in here to my live feed from my hotel room here in Edmonton. Hold up for work, but folks, I'm glad to have you along. This is Clem Hawks. I am Yak, and I'm ready to bring you the broadcast of Finland versus Latvia this evening. I will only more than likely be doing the first period. As far as I know, I will have a knock at my door, and it will be time to shut the stream off at that point and go on, move forward at 4:30 with everything there. And we'll go from there. But folks, that's where we're at. So a slide talking about Edmondson not having a chance to play the first game because he got hurt versus Canada. Yeah, that'll tend to happen in those pre-tournament games. Somebody gets nicked up somewhere along the ways. And for Sweden, you believe they have a chance for the medal. Let's hope it is once again Canada, Sweden, and the USA in there. That's usually a really good medal mix. And of course, if you're talking about Sweden being in the bronze or gold or silver, you also got to talk about Finland being in there as well. I'd love to see Germany, I'd love to see Latvia, I'd love to see Slovakia go on and be a Cinderella story. I know Germany was really trending that way over the past 3 or 4 years, but I'd really love to see what would happen if one of those teams could get hot throughout the course of the week and really push towards the medal rounds come next week. That'd be really special, and I think that's kind of what this event needs. Is if you're going to struggle with ticket sales, you might want to really succeed with the international audience and really make the broadcasts something special. So my television has just flipped on over, my laptop, whatever you want to say, to broadcast coverage of Canada versus Canada. I'm all screwed up because you'd think that's what I'm sitting down to broadcast. Sorry, Finland versus Latvia here live from Edmonton. It is the World Juniors 2022 edition, the remake, the make-up, the redo, whatever you want to call it. This Group A action between Finland and Latvia. Latvia coming in looking for success in this tournament. Like I said, Cinderella story kind of action. And for Team Finland, they're looking to get into contention for a medal. Same as Sweden, same as Canada, same as the USA. It's James Duthie and Bob McKenzie on the desk. Nice to see Bob there. That's one of his few duties left with TSN, is the stellar coverage he provides at the World Juniors. James Duthie looking good. Got the same kind of hair flip going I got going today. So I'm not going to mind a man that's mimicking style, right? That's what we're going to say there. But as we're getting closer to things here, as the puck will drop here in the next 5-10 minutes, it is one of those matchups between these two teams that, you know what, you end up going in with probably a favorite in it. Finland, like I'm saying, is supposed to probably do the job against Latvia. However, the Cinderella story cannot start unless it starts now, and that's the nice part for Latvia. Is you've got a tough test right out of the gate. You show well, all of a sudden you got other teams kind of, oh, we can't take them lightly. And then if it plays into your hands that other teams aren't playing you lightly because you played a tough team hard, and now all of a sudden you can catch them trying to tighten up and make mistakes and be opportunistic where they do, then suddenly, hell yeah, you've got a chance to really put together that Cinderella story that I'm talking about. And that's the exciting part, is tournaments like this, you know what, it happens very rarely, typically speaking, but it's very exciting to watch. So Canada took home the silver last in 2021. USA took home gold, bronze for Finland, fifth for Sweden, and there was no fourth place entering this tournament because Russia is banned. However, Latvia is, of course, the team that got promoted up to Division 1. So when we're talking about Cinderella stories, there's a reason I'm talking so heavily about Latvia doing that. Is a team that prototypically wouldn't be here because of normal life going on, but you have what's going on in the world and you kind of take that into account, and now Latvia gets a chance. Why not make the most of it? That's all I'm going to say. You got Brad Lambert and Joachim Kimmel coming in for Finland, two highly touted prospects at the 2022 draft. 17th overall for Kimmel and 30th overall for Brad Lambert, who had to be next to Shane Wright, the biggest drop in the NHL entry draft this year. You got to keep that in mind. Finland's got some firepower. And it's not like Lambert didn't show good at the World Juniors that got canceled this past winter. He was having a pretty good little go, and then all of a sudden things took off on him and away it went. So he's hoping he can really take it home against Latvia today and really start that redemption tour, really start proving other teams wrong, and really start doing his job that he got such a limited opportunity to do in the first few games last time round. So it looks like we've got the last commercial break before things get underway live from Edmonton here. Folks, as I'm seeing more folks kind of trickle in, I want to make another mention. Broadcasting to you live from my hotel room here in Edmonton, Alberta this weekend, or this week, I guess you could say. Trying to cover as much World Juniors action as I can. However, you know it's difficult when you've got work commitments, and that's why I'm in a hotel room. If I was working a regular 9 to 5, I would be at work right now and wouldn't be able to bring this to you anyway. However, we've got a situation where I'm on the road this week. We are rocking a training course in Edmonton, and I get to be able to bring you World Juniors coverage at 4:05 in the afternoon. And the best part is we should be able to bring it through the rest of the week as well, depending on what the training crew is trying to schedule for us outside of training hours. So folks, just a little bit about me. That's where I'm at right now, and of course that's just what I'm trying to convey over to you. So we're rocking, we're rolling this live stream so far. We're off and running with things, and it'd be nice to see how things get going here for us in this live stream. Obviously, I see we're up over 10 viewers live at once. That's pretty solid. I'm going to throw you one last commercial just to test if it allows me to insert. It does. So there you go. You will only see commercials when the TSN broadcast goes to commercial. I can promise you that. I will not try to run ads every 5 seconds to try and grease the money. I am not like that. That is not my forte. I in fact more than likely forget about the ads most times. So keep that in mind there, friends. I'm not trying to make $1 million off you, and if you think a couple of ads on YouTube is going to make $1 million off you anyway, it's more than likely not. So I've rocked upwards of 900 people in a live stream before and taken home like $50 off a live stream. So it's not like there's any glorious money to be made here, but as I said, any $5 I can make helps my man Clem Mode as much as possible. So that's all I'm looking to do, is try and help my man Clem, get him out of the rut of post-college in the United States, and away we go kind of deal. So, alright. Anyway, we got this game getting underway here probably at 4:10. We're just on commercial break one more time, and then we'll rock, we'll roll. See, I got a comfortable chair here. I'm really scared I'm going to flip. I don't think I'm as top heavy as I think I am, but it's Latvia versus Finland in coverage of the World Juniors 2022 World Junior Championship. Group A coverage, Finland versus Latvia. That is what you get going here. And Latvia, of course, the team that got promoted following Russia's ban, for good reason, obviously. And we get to sit here and watch the referees be introduced. Adam Blowski, Nico Jussi of Finland will actually be a linesman. And we've got a referee crew that's looking ready to do the job. And this is part of the new presentation they've got for the World Juniors. They got a pretty stellar new presentation. Levi didn't get the last name, will be in net for Finland. We'll get it as it goes along. And Bruno Bruveres. We'll go with Bruveres, and if somebody from Latvia could correct me on a pronunciation, that would be phenomenal. But you've got your goaltenders in the net, and Artis Abels will be the head coach for Team Latvia. Looks like a pretty serious dude. Hopefully he coaches his team pretty seriously and we get things going. But this presentation is pretty phenomenal, and that building is absolutely empty. That is, to a point, embarrassing. However, like I said, it's apathy on the part of hockey fans in Edmonton, simply because why hang out in an air-conditioned building when I can be on the lake in northern Alberta enjoying my summer? And that's exactly what folks are doing. As the puck is down and the puck is into control for Latvia, they flip it up off the boards into finish end, and away we go. Already starting this one, the Finns back behind their own net. Now Latvia chasing it at the Finnish blue line, jam it back into the zone. 19:40 to go here in the first period as things have just gotten underway. Finland on the first break out of their zone up the boards, and here they are across the Latvian blue line, back behind the Latvian net now and into the near side corner. One-timer shot goes wide on the far side. Another shot from the point bounces back behind the net. Finland all over Latvia in the zone briefly, just a little bit of sustained pressure, a little bit of interference there in the middle. Won't be called. Great bump off the puck, I guess you could call it. And now it will be started out from behind the net by Finland and turned back in the neutral zone by Latvia, back into possession for Finland immediately. And now they'll dipsy-doodle try to find the puck and get it out of their own end. They do. Latvia, though, I'm very impressed, physically engaged against Finland so far to start this game, taking them hard, working them a little bit in the neutral zone on that last shift. 18:44 to go here in the first period. Finland slowing the game down, trying to really make those good breakout passes. They do here dump it in, but Finland again bumped off the puck quickly by Latvia, who's been good at the puck retrieval in their own zone and great at stepping up into Finland and working their advantage using the body. And again here on the dump in behind the Finnish net, it'll go D to D, but that's because of the pressure from Latvia using the forechecking and using the body to prevent Finland from just moving the puck freely. And that's kind of what I was talking about, right? Latvia, a team that's generally been beaten up on at events like this, but 18 minutes left in this first period, and Latvia appears to be the harder playing team. Finland's had the puck more, but Latvia, despite chasing the puck, has been very hard pressing on using the body and keeping puck in possession as much as or out of possession of the Finns as possible. And there's their first shot of the game off the shoulder and up and out of play. So Latvia will get a shot on net at 17:48 in the first period, and that's as good of a first little bit of a result as you could possibly wait for. And that's a welcome sign for Latvia, as that's the way you want to start it off, that's for sure. And hopefully keep it going for sure. So here we go. Let's see what we can't get going here. Sorry, this is a really comfortable look. I'll try and move the camera down a little bit so I'm a little bit more centered. That'll work better, but here we go. Finland now in possession of the puck up over the blue line. Again, the shot dangerously off a tip of a Latvian stick in front results in a one-time opportunity, but the goaltender stops him. And now back the other way comes Latvia, moving it out into the neutral zone. Race for the puck. Good scoop by the Finnish defender. It goes off a skate in the neutral zone, back into Latvian control. A little bit of a miscue at their own blue line, but they get it up into the neutral and keep it out of their zone for the time being. Finland up with possession, now cutting through into the middle. They're going to work it back, and you're going to see what they can create here as it'll be moved across and played there in their own zone. Finland in possession, working past their own blue line, and now they've got a gap in the Latvian core on defense, but well, a good recovery there, and a little bit of a bobble from Finland allows Latvia to spring themselves on a breakaway shot, backhand, and what a save there. Goes right into the pad up against the post. When the pad sealed the post, the puck settled, and Miralainen will stop his toughest shot of the game. And that was just a weird stretch pass that gets through everybody, and then right there that puck goes right under the pad, but it's the fact that the pad seals the post and the gloves right there to hold things in place, and that was enough to stop that puck from going in by Miralainen. And Latvia stonewalled on their second look of the game, and now Finland looks to do the same thing back over the Latvian blue line, now setting up the attack. And this is looking to be the first sustained attack from either squad in this one. 16:20 to go here in this first period, and neither team's really set up a sustained attack. However, now Finland turning it back up and around. They'll jump it through the neutral and try and turn this around. We got 17 minutes to get through 16 physical minutes of this game, simply because there are plans at 4:30. But folks, this has been a good start. I am very impressed by Finland or by Latvia so far. I'm not minding this effort so far, and I'm in fact pretty impressed. Like I said, it's been a good time, and hopefully they can continue this and keep it going. But I'm quite impressed with this chair. This is pretty comfortable to sit back, lean back, and get things going. As you see, I've got the whole tall cup and the whole lot, but It'll be scrambled up at center ice, and it'll be won back by Finland and chipped right immediately into the Latvian zone. Hard bump on the defender, doesn't disrupt at all. However, the rim around ends up going to a finished stick. D to D, shot comes through. Rebound laying dangerously in the trapezoid area, doesn't affect anything. And Latvia is going to be able to, well, rotate it out of the zone, move it into the neutral, and get it onto a finished stick. And now 15:36 to go. Finland's got it at their own blue line. They're going to dump it in here and get it in deep. And now the goaltender for Latvia up and out to play the puck, and it'll be moved ahead by the captain of Latvia wearing number 16. He gets it up and across, and here we go. Latvia looking to get across the blue line, can't do it. 15:18 to go in the first period. Finland again starting from their own end, trying to break out the attack. Latvia breaks it up in the middle of the ice again at their own blue line, flip it into the bench, and we'll have a stoppage of play at 15:10. So we kind of get how this one's going, eh? This is kind of going to be one of those ones where it's going to be a situation where Latvia is going to just try and stay back and capitalize on chances. And Latvia has never finished higher than 8th over the past 5 attempts, so they're looking to do better than 10th over the last 2 or 3. So be a big get for them if they could come up with a winning result here and really be a big factor in this tournament simply by winning a game. So Latvia off the face-off win, moves it ahead, dumps it in, fires it into the corner. It'll be off a body there. The captain of Finland turned around a little bit and now back behind the Finnish net. Great cut by the goaltender, and now moved ahead by Finland all the way down for an icing call. So there you go. That's what you got right away. Is there's a lot going on in this game early that is just that checkmate, stalemate kind of hockey. 7th appearance in the World Juniors top division for Latvia, first since 2017. Kind of stuns me because Latvia had a moment there in the 2010s where they were really pushing. They were starting to get a hold of the hockey they were looking for, and well, since seem to have disappeared. And well, you know what? That was the men's team, that was the juniors team, that was teams other sides of hockey. So they're hoping to regain a little bit of that form right here in Edmonton in a tournament. Like I said, the host city seems pretty apathetic about. Latvia directs one at the net. It goes all the way into the corner, but again, hard on the body, retrieves the puck. And that's been their strength all game in the first 6 minutes, is just the forechecking, the defensive step-ups has been right on point for Latvia. I said their coach looks like a guy who coaches hard hockey, and that's exactly what he's done so far in this game, is just let his guys go loose, bang the body, keep the Finns back as much on their heels as possible, right? Don't let them set up a sustained attack. Don't let them break out easy. And now all of a sudden, they've been in their own end for the better part of the past 45 seconds. They've got control of the puck, but they haven't done anything of substance. That's pretty incredible against a team like Finland when you're a team like Latvia that's coming in just looking to be a Cinderella story. And I'm very impressed. Like I said, I was looking for this. I'm very impressed to be getting this, because that is always a good sign when you can show up and get exactly what you expected out of a team. So folks, maybe it's time I throw my weight around and throw another comment in there. What I haven't done, and what I should probably do for Clem, is you guys would appreciate this as somebody who is trying to get somewhere. Let's go over here and go to the YouTube studio and see if we can't get a video out for you guys to check here live on Clem Hawks. And I appreciate we're up 3 subscribers on the live stream so far, so thank you to everyone who's subscribed so far. And as I said, I am Canadian. I'm from the Edmonton area, but I'd like you to check out the Team USA preview if I could. That'd be greatly appreciated. Team USA preview. I'll pin it in the chat if you folks could go check out the Team USA preview in between commercial breaks and stuff. Like I said, I'll throw you an ad there too, so it might be incentive enough to go watch the other video. It's a quick 3-minute watch, just something I did this morning to try and or was that yesterday afternoon? I think that might have been this morning, to try and drum up a little bit of business here on Clem Hawks as we're going. But folks, again, if you're not getting the ads or you are getting too many ads, let me know. Let me refine that. That's something I haven't had ability to do in the past year and a half. So keep that in mind while I'm doing it. Is I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff I haven't done for years. So it's one of those things. Latvia wins the opening face-off. They'll dump it down into the finish zone. But again, right there, Latvia on the body. They have been attacking the body all game. It looks like this is the 10-minute warning till I'm out of here, folks, but I'll try and carry you through. Finland, their first really good attempt on net. Goaltender, no clue where that puck was, would not settle. However, with a man down in the crease, the goaltender for Latvia pounces on the puck. 13-11, we have a stoppage, and so far, so good for both teams, right? Finland stymied, and Latvia so far has done exactly what they've been hoping to do. They haven't allowed a lot of shots. They haven't taken a lot of shots. They're sitting back, waiting for their opportunity to strike, and they almost got it on that stretch pass. But that was a great cover by the goaltender in the crease, and we'll have a face-off to his right for Latvia as they're trying to scramble up the draw. However, Finland gets possession. They get it to the half wall, back to the point. Escapes the zone on a miscue. Oh, yeah, that tends to happen. And then 13 minutes to go in this first period. Latvia again breaks it up in the neutral. And there's that opportunity Latvia is looking for. But a good defensive quick poke check from Finland prevents the step around of the defender. And now, of course, Finland's got a chance to reset and break out of their own zone here. It'll be broken up to the left-hand wing. It'll be into the middle. And that's a gap in coverage from Latvia. But Finland passes it off, and it simply put goes right into nobody, and that's going to allow Latvia to break out. And here's a 2-on-2 back the other way. Latvia, trying the puck handling skills, will fire it up off a stick and out of play at 12:21. And there we go. Now, right, both teams know what they've got in each other, and it's starting to open up a little bit. It's starting to kind of do that thing where all of a sudden the pucks start bouncing a little more. Guys start skating into pucks a little faster, and a face-off win here for Latvia is pushed all the way down behind the net, but just not hard enough on the body there that time. Allows Finland a quick breakout, and now all of a sudden here you're going to see the dumps and chases are a little more aggressive. You're going to see the clears are a little bit more aggressive. We're going to go into this land. This game's going to open up a little bit more than it had in the past little bit. Brad Lambert seems to have gotten even younger in this one so far. But folks, welcome in. My pleasure to have you along for the ride today. It's Latvia, Finland, and so far so good in today's live stream. We've really been up and running with it, and I really appreciate everybody being along for the ride. Like I said, that's much appreciated. Let's keep this going here. It's 12:03 to go in this first period. Latvia wins the face-off. It's going to tip off a couple sticks, go all the way back into the finish end, and we've now got 8 minutes until I got to be up and off this broadcast and down and in the hotel lobby waiting for the boys from the meeting. So Finland looking, and this has just been a real credit. Latvia has been standing up on the forecheck, really not, I wouldn't say aggressive, but just right place, right time, hard at it, making a second decision needing to be made, right? Forcing Finland to think. And for Latvia, that's really all you can ask early on, is if you can get in the heads of the Finns, right? They're missing passes, they're bobbling pucks at their own blue line. They're not coughing up chances yet, but they're also not executing high-level Finnish hockey like you'd normally expect. There's the first real look of it, and that's a goal. There you go. Finland starts passing the puck around, whipping it around, and it goes back in the net as fast as they're passing it, simply because Finland, started opening up the game. And of course, Finland's going to get their goals in this game. It's Finland after all, but Latvia, 9 minutes in, has looked rather sharp. In this one, you just watch the gap control, right? Finland gets through a guy with that big pass, tipped back over, and that's actually not even the pretty goal I thought it was. I thought it was a backdoor tip pass goal kind of deal, but it actually goes off the stick of the Latvian defender, who was right there blocking the lane, got it with his stick, but instead of directing it into the corner, it bounced off through the goaltender's wickets, and you've got a 1-0 lead for Finland. So it's not even something Latvia did right, because the last line of defense was still there, however, just got beat by its own stick, and quite frankly, that's as good as you can ask to defend something and get an unlucky bounce there. Finland came hard on that shift though and really pushed the puck down deep in the Latvian end. And when you do that in the World Juniors, you will tend to get bounces against teams that historically aren't the best. So for Finland, it's a 1-0 lead on a weird hop that, you know what, you earned. So, right, it's one of those. Latvia didn't do anything wrong per se, but Finland also did a lot of things right to earn that bounce, and they got it. So 10:21 to go here in this first period. Latvia, Finland engaged in a 1-0 game where Finland's earned the first bounce of the game. And of course, Latvia on the same counterpoint is not looking to earn a bounce into the net. They're looking to earn a bounce at the blue line, looking to earn the bounce at Finland's blue line and create their own luck and go finish a goal. And that's exactly what they're still looking to do here. 9:55, the puck's behind the Finnish net. And still, again, Latvia, to their credit, now down a goal, not deviating from the game plan, really sticking, mob the attacker, mob the defender, and go forecheck and go hard and get the job done. Joakim Kemell now credited with the goal for Finland, and it's Radi and Hervonen with the assists. And you know what? There you go, right? This game is going to be an exact tale of what I expected. But can Latvia more or less pull off the upset and really go out there and earn a victory? And so far, yeah, they're down a goal, but they've done everything they need to cement it so far, and that's nice to see. Even if you lose 4-0, if you're Latvia, as a team that's finished 10th your last couple times here, that's not a bad result. And here's a one-time opportunity, and that's some good goaltending right there. Yeah, you know what? They allowed the pass to come through, but it was so wide open that end of the day, the goaltender is going to stop that 9 times out of 10. And like I said, Latvia's looking to take the chances where they might free up a puck and go back the other way and score a goal. So right there, if you got to give up a freebie on your goaltender and he's going to stop it 90% of the time, why not? Try and create that 50% goal. I see it 100%. That makes the move, that checks out. That's a very good idea. So for Latvia so far, the plan is working, and I'm very appreciative of that because I'm looking like a genius over here so far for it. And hey, at least I'm not talking out of my butt, I guess I could say. But things are looking good here. We've got 4.6 hours watched on the stream. You folks have been phenomenal with me all the way along. And this goal again just goes off a stick, back of the net, and hockey happens, bang bang. And that's just how it ends up finishing. And Radi kind of comes in there. He gets the pass across, and it goes off of the stick of Kemell into the back of the net, off the stick of the Latvian defender. And folks, we got 3 minutes. Let's make it the best 3 minutes of the stream. Let's really make this count here and see what we can come up with, because that would be something if we could come up with some good effort here. Let me tell you, stream's been pretty consistent throughout so far, so appreciate everyone being along for the ride here on Clemhawks today. Let's finish this off, shall we? We got 3 minutes to go. Finland to the right of the Latvian goaltender in their zone. 4-2 the shots for Finland. Both Latvia's chances have been rather pretty good, to be honest with you. Again, tempered expectations because it's Latvia, but when you see a team put together as complete of an effort as they have for a 10th place team last showing here in this opening 12 minutes, you're pretty impressed with it. Puck goes into the bench off the one face-off, and that, my friends, will result in yet another stoppage of play. And it looks like one of the Finnish players has an issue with his helmet. So if you're looking for one of your guys and you can't find him on the ice anytime soon, he may have a helmet equipment issue. However, Radi lines up for the face-off. And we'll have a momentarily delay. And of course, this is where no action happens in the last 3 minutes of the stream, right? That's how it goes. However, Latvia in, fires the puck wide, goes all the way back to the blue line, and that is just picking on the right blue liner at the right time. Finland's bought a chance and buys a goal. And that is a beauty. Joakim Kemell, no doubt about it, second goal of the game. And the Latvian coach doesn't look too impressed, but that is simply, you got to know what you have at the blue line. and he did not have it. So the Latvian defenseman right there, not confidence with the puck, sees it bounce off. Instead of turning back, he turns to try and keep the puck in one more crack, and instead it goes all the way back, right? Instead of turning around, he tries to poke check it forward. If he would have backed off and tried to keep that puck in front of him, he would have been fine. Instead, it's off the post, back of the net. Joakim Kemell's got 2 goals this game, and Finland is up 2-0. So 8:31 to go in the first period, and Finland's up to a 2-0 lead. And on goals like that, unfortunately, you get that back of the neck shiver where this one could be slipping away for Latvia. And of course, the hard part too is coaching a team that doesn't have success at tournaments like this. You got to coach them not to get defeated as the goals keep piling up. And for Latvia, you can obviously watch that when it starts happening. And right now, Finland all over the puck in the zone, and now starting to do a little bit of what Latvia was doing to them to Latvia. But this is a chance here for Latvia as it just kind of developed off the boards. Puck never made it to the middle though. Latvia is still in control. And this one will go middle of the ice. Bounce off the blocker or the goaltender, and that'll be a stoppage in play, my friends. It is 4:30. Unfortunately, I got to be up on out of here. I appreciate you being along for the ride with me here on Clem Hawks this evening. I will be tuning out, and I would love to discuss things further with you later tonight. I'm Yak. This is Clem Hawks.